We're back to continue our playthrough of the colony that we started last time on stream when we were playing. We missed the first objective, and now we're under a crunch to hit all future objectives from this point forward. I have started on the next phase of building for the big generator here in the middle, but we're already 2 days behind schedule, which isn't great. I'm severely understaffed because I only have like 8 of the 30 workers that need to be working on this little central well thing. Fortunately, our motivation's in a significantly better place than it was, and we're getting, on the first time I played, we're getting that 30% increase, but staffing is really, really important. If you haven't seen the first part of this, I did play it on stream. It was about a 2-hour stream. I'll have a card in the top right corner that you can click on if you want to check that out. But I'm just going to order in as many workers as we can get here, because we definitely need the labor. Now, food has also been a bit on the tight side. We have about 2 days of rations here right now, but not great. We do have some people out exploring, but with only the one fishery we have working down here, it's not really supplying us with a really huge amount. We do have a decent amount of iron, so I'm going to go ahead and check out our research. We are almost done with this level 2 drafting machines, which will open up another set of items we can research. Another shipment is here. We don't have a lot of wood coming in at the moment. We have a little bit coming in from the dock, but I don't have a sawmill going. I'm going to try and get some people working on that eventually. Also, it never ends. I do have another medical tent, but we don't have it staffed right now because we don't really need to. Nobody's really too sick at the moment. The sawmill I had up here did a nice job of cleaning this out, so we can put in some more tents. Assuming we're actually going to need them, I'm pretty sure we do. So let's go to our people. We can build, say, another row of tents across the back of here, and this will put them in range of the church, which will be perfect. Not really a lot of road opportunities here. I guess we can just extend this out. I don't know if it makes a difference in terms of like the efficiency if they can get around with shorter road pathways or what have you, but hopefully not. Okay, let's check out Dilemma Site 107. There are still people here, packing their belongings and preparing dozens of coffins for transport. Young engineer approaches us. Search might provide. Let's explore. Site 107, I told them so. The young engineer who introduces herself as Ellie McLaughlin is relieved to see us. I'm glad you came. We're to be excavated, we're to be evacuated, but you just can't be sure in these times, she says. Then she tells us what happened. Long story short, the core of the generator exploded after a fire broke out in the final stage of construction. Effie knows she saw the tragedy coming, but no one listened to her. The youngest engineer on site. She and some friends are not giving up. They want to use their experience to help us finish our generator. Oh yeah, I need those people. Well, 12 engineers, 1 core, 10 safety structures, and 5... Oh, actually, these 5 steam things will be really handy. Take only the resources. No, we're bringing the engineers. We'll bring all of them back with us, and that will hopefully help us speed progress a little bit. I'm sort of hoping it'll give us a little bit of a boost. Like, maybe she'll give us, like, some experience on building the generator that gets us a leg up. And we can try to get ahead a little bit. I do want to build another fishery out here so we can make sure we have a good supply of food coming in, because it's been a little bit tight. So if we take up this last spot over here with a fishing harbor, we have 2 of those running now, and then we'll have the 2 docks bringing in supplies. Obviously, we need employees to work that thing, but hopefully some of the employees we have coming in will help. Crafting machines research. So we have tier 2 now. What else have we got on here? Specifically, I want to get probably the finer mesh early on here and try and get some additional food supplies coming in. We can make the charcoal kiln now. Also would be handy, since I think those coal piles we have at the back aren't going to last too long, if they're not already depleted. This one has, well, 1132, 1070. Okay, so those will actually last a little while longer, but it would be a good idea to stockpile a whole bunch of coal, because when this generator is finally working, I think we actually run into the snow in this instance. And we might need something there to actually generate heat for us to keep people warm. Alright, fortune number 3's returned safely. You can disband them or send them out another. So let's, we've got all those people now. Let's go ahead and we'll send this group out on another exploratory mission. They can come over here, I guess, because I don't see anywhere else to send them at the moment. I was expecting more options over here, but... Okay, so we have a dozen engineers not being used right now. Let's max this out. Max out these for safety. We can max this thing out. Well, at least we can get close. So that'll give us a passive effect of improving safety conditions. I think I had actually... I don't know, so it was still the safety in the middle thing. Okay, so now that'll actually increase the safety on our, whatever this factory thing here is or whatever. So that's good. We also have some cores available. Not the cores, the structural profiles, rather. So we can use those to increase safety here for a bit. And we'll make that a little bit better. And then, where's our factory? So, this is the profiles manufacturer. Ooh, I might not have the factory made yet. That would probably be an important thing to have. Machine shop. If we don't have this already, we do need it. So, let's throw that in here. And it doesn't look like I did build it yet, so that's going to be pretty important. Our one bathhouse is not switched on, so I'm going to turn that on so people can get cleaned up a little bit. Should help a little bit with health. I was going to put another bathhouse over here, and I think I completely forgot about it. This tent is occupied, but... Actually, most of these tents are occupied. That's not great. Okay, we can now... Let's demolish this thing. I want to make room for the bathhouse over here. Oh, what now? Letters from home, releasing tensions. Sir, 2 of our people got into a fist fight. Apparently over the lewd picture that came by mail earlier. Nothing too serious, although one of them got a sprained wrist. The original recipient of the picture is clamoring to get it back. While the other man insists that he won it fair and square in a game. Oh my gosh. As it's difficult to tell where the truth lies, people seem to expect you to settle it. Punch them both, discontent will rise. Confiscate the picture, motivation will fall slightly. Don't get involved, discontent will rise, motivation will fall slightly. Well, I'm... You know what? Boy. I mean, why should I punish the guy for... You know, let's just take the picture. Let's get that out of the mix. It's not great for motivation, but we'll try to compensate with a little sermon. Give me that lewd picture and go to church instead, buddy. That'll fix all your problems. Or something. We could look at passing another law. Now, in the labor space, not a lot. Internal promotion. What's this now? Competent, loyal workers could be promoted to higher, more responsible posts. After introducing this law, another one could be passed. So internal promotion to factory inspector. It promotes 5 workers to engineers. Motivation will rise slightly. I mean, I'm not really inclined to promote anyone right now. Ooh, security outposts. Upgrade to overseer stations. Security outposts lower discontent in nearby workplaces. Yeah, I mean, I don't need the engineers right now, but security outposts would be kind of handy. I feel like that would be good. So let's look at making those. Security outposts. Oh, these are pretty big. Destroying research. Oh, actually, I can even fit them in the layers back here. That's perfect. Okay, so if I put them over here, that will get a few different workplaces all at once. We can put a security post there. And then I don't have enough resources to build another one, but I wonder what I have to staff it with. Probably workers with my luck. 3 days behind. Yeah, we're falling farther behind. The more I don't have people working in here, the farther behind we're getting. Transport has arrived. We got our 14 people, and there's something going on over here. Evening service, demon drink. A small group marched out of the chapel after the evening service, carrying makeshift signs with slogans such as "Ban the demon drink" and "Renounce sin and choose." Oh boy, and choose temperance. They're now picketing the public house, demanding that it stop serving alcohol. Oh boy, I thought there was going to be no side effect of the sermons that was going to be negative. Oh boy. Angry patrons volunteered to drive the teetotalers away. They want to make sure they won't get in trouble. Side of the teetotalers, have at them, lads. People might get hurt, discontent will rise, wait them out. Public house will reopen in 24 hours. Boy. 30% less effective aside of the teetotalers. If I let them fight it out, people are going to get hurt. We're going to cause a rift between... Oh, man. But you know what? We got to keep the public house open. Let's have at them, boys. Ooh. Oh, wow. Good boost of motivation. Kick in the pants to discontent, though. That's not awesome. I don't know why I thought I could get away without any effect there, but... okay, let's... Oh, this is still under construction. So, I need... Okay, now that that's built, we can max out the workers here. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We'll put 10 in there. We'll put, like, 4 in here. I need more workers. Lake full of fish has been depleted, so this group here needs to move on to somewhere else, but I have nowhere to send them. That's not great. I really was expecting them to find something else after this, but they've got nothing. So I guess they'll go back here, back to the construction site, I guess. Worst case scenario, I guess we'll disband them. That'll give me some workers back. Suppose that's something. This group, this here... Oh, this is actually engineers that use this. Okay, so... let's decrease this a little bit. Oh, that's interesting. I swear that was changing. Okay, so we'll bring this down to like 5. So we can at least put 2 people in the security thing. It's not great, but it's something. We desperately need lumber, too. That's going to present some problems. I don't have enough laborers here. They really have no food to cook right now, so let's put none in here. We'll put them to work over here, chopping some wood. If I don't get some more workers in here, then we're going to have a really, really big problem with getting the job done. Let's cut the dock workers in half. Actually, this one's supplying wood, and I need... No, that's coal now it's on. And what is this on? This one's on metal. I gotta switch this to wood. It's gonna suck, because it takes hours to do the changeover, but I need that wood. With the 5 workers that we're getting out of here, I guess we'll put them to work over here. Again, we'll try to get that wood boosted up. I changed my supply of coal because we'd run out of coal at one point. Since I have... Oh, I actually I have workers in here I could take from also. Alright, so we'll take 10 out of here. We'll put them to work in the central well. We gotta get caught up. This group is now waiting at the small waterfall. There's nothing here, though, so we'll move on. Let's see. Rusting Rails or the Rapids? Let's send them to the Rapids. I think I went to the Rusting Rails last time. I guess I can send my other group to the Rapids. Helps if I give these people something to do, so I'll get them working on 5 of those. And now it's really just about trying to get some lumber in here, because without the lumber, we're going to have a problem. Okay, this group got back to the site. So I'm going to say... See, this is where I get confused. So this transport is right there. Even though this group is here and this one's here. So, I don't know. Last time it looked like the transport and the field groups were different, but... And it kind of looks that way again, but I don't think that's the case. I don't know what the deal is with that. Profiles manufacturers on strike. What? What are you striking for? Anyway, did I have workers in there who weren't even working? Better working conditions. You'll have to raise workplace safety above dangerous. Short shifts. Try to appease them with rations. I need to think about it. Well, if the work conditions are dangerous, let's make the workplace conditions safer. House of Pleasure, End the Disease. A group of people decries your decision to carry on forced medical examinations of prostitutes. You punish the victims of a vice, and the men guilty both of the vice and the suffering of these women go unpunished. This has to end. Shut down the House of Pleasure. Can't afford it. Ooh, discontent goes up again. I gotta do something about getting that discontent down. We're gonna have a different issue. Okay, so we can max this out with the workers that I had in the profiles manufacturer that aren't manufacturing anymore. We can do the same thing over here. Conditions here are harmful. Why did these ones get as high as dangerous? That's what I don't understand. Safety procedures. I didn't have those turned on. Okay, what about this here? So let's put safety procedures on here as well. So it's going to lower their effectiveness, but hopefully keep them from getting hurt. Foragers to reach the rapids. Nothing there. Here, close to the source, the stream's narrow and wild. We follow it, walking along the edge of the gorge. Alright, Mountain Lake. Maybe we'll find some more food over here. Alright, the stream starts here from a crystal clear mountain lake. Good fishing spot. Even from the shore, we can see shoals of fish roaming the lake. We could stay here for a while and catch them. I see. Well, let's go ahead and we'll set up camp. That will be very useful. We get some food sent back there. And actually unveiled Bald Hill and Mountain Pass as well. So we have more places to explore. Which is good, because once we get down here, I don't know where we're going to go. Lumber's in a lot better place again. Let's get back into the research. Let me see. Resources, we can do... Resource depot upgrade will let us store more stuff. Upgraded docks. Allows us to build upgraded docks to unload resources from ships faster, forming 2 even piles. I don't know how that helps. I guess because we could put more workers on the 2 even piles, I guess. Charcoal kiln, steam sawmill. Optimize materials. Careful selection process reduce the materials cost of structural profiles by 20% and time required to make them by 50%. That seems pretty good. The foundry we will definitely need. That's to supercharge the steam exchangers used at the construction site to speed up work on the generator. Each use advances work progress by 10%. It costs 5 steam exchangers. Alright, let's go ahead with the optimized materials and try to boost safety. Because safety was one of those things I've had so many problems with. So anything we can do to boost that, I think, is probably a good idea. We have 10 structural profiles, so we can click here to increase the safety of the work area here again. That gets us down to 4. We are going to need to make more of them. I have to build one more security outpost, so I really should get that done. Overseer station. I guess we'll put it over here. That will cover off all the workspaces in this area, and will help with discontent as well. Rusting rails. Hundreds of huge, extremely heavy rails lie here, partially sunken into the frozen ground. Dump of rusty... Alright, so closed tavern we can see next, so we'll head over here. Again, we did check this out in the first playthrough I did, so I wonder if the scenario will be the same or if it varies. Okay, I'm going to take one... Actually, we'll take a couple security people out of here and we'll put them over here. Boy, that raised discontent. Not happy about that. What's going on here? Security outpost. Wandering hands. A female worker suspected of stealing factory supplies complains that an overseer subjected her to a thorough body search. Funny how men or older ladies are never suspect, she says. This is untrue. We check everyone who's reported, replies the overseer. Side with the worker, side with the overseer. If I side with the worker, motivation will fall slightly. Discontent will rise slightly if I go... Let's go with the overseer. Can't afford the motivation drop, but discontent I think I can battle a little bit. Optimized materials research, so that's good. We can get those things constructed faster. Food and health. We've got the medical post up. Actually, we've got all these upgrades. I can't get anything further here. So I guess in the research... for the resources, we should probably look at upgrading the depot to store. I think that's going to be something we're going to bump into. This is now out of commission, so we can deconstruct that. Let's put the 10 workers to work in here for now. We'll make another 6 of these profile things, I guess. That's going to cost a lot of lumber, though. We have access to another law. What have we got under administration we can do now? Company funerals, I still don't want to do that. Bare knuckle bouts will help with discontent. And I was saving this one specifically until discontent became an issue. So let's sign this into law. That did like nothing. Oh, there we go. Alright, a little bit of a drop. Not great, but I did save it specifically until discontent was rising, so that's a good plan, I guess. Alright, so over here, let's extend out our road. And then we can put our sawmill back into place. Right in here. Streets under construction, so that's fine. Get all the wood out of there. You know, I built these tents over here forgetting that I was going to put a sawmill here and try to chop these trees out. I kind of need to do the same thing over here, too. I've been losing some of the supplies by not planning for it, but... Alright, we're now ahead of schedule in the generator construction, which is good. Only 6 or 7 hours, but that's certainly something. Closed tavern. The tavern looks deserted. The signboard over the door says Polestar, l'Étoile Polaire. Looks like the name's in French. Well, thanks. Good old times. The tavern isn't abandoned after all. Rotund man is bustling about, hefting crates and trunks on a sledge. He introduces himself as the owner of this fine establishment. While the French were around, I had patrons all day long. Workers curing hangover with a breakfast, engineers drinking buckets of coffee over their maps and blueprints. In the evening, all together working on hard on their next hangover. All them chatting in bloody French. Now it's over. Take whatever you need. I'm leaving for good. Let's take the resources. That's 165 meals. Not too shabby. I wonder how much they can carry. Send them down to the 3 graves. They can explore that area. Pressure valves. The progress is done. Okay, good. So I have 30 workers available from that now, which is great, because we have another job for them. Over to the generator here. We need the tower pumps installed. That's going to take 50 workers, and it takes all our steam exchangers, too. So let's max that out. Can we bring more workers in? Oh, yeah. We can bring more workers in. 33 more workers. Let's get them in here. I think what I'm going to do to help with my discontent motivation scenarios, I'm not going to order more engineers right now. I'm going to bring in workers, and then maybe we'll pass the law that lets me promote workers to engineers. And that might help things a little bit, hopefully. So we'll just bring in the 33 workers for now. Now, that is going to require probably some additional housing relative to what I have. Oh, I also was planning to build that bathhouse, and I forgot. So we'll put that in this place here. There's not going to be a certain chunk of houses that just are not covered by this thing. Unfortunately, it kind of is what it is. It's just only so much I can do. So we'll put that there, and then we need a couple tents, and this is going to destroy some adjacent to any road. Boy, it's going to give me gonna have a hard time catching everything in here, I think. Try to get within the sphere of influence of this thing. I think I'm going to lay off the Serpent for now, since we're still in good motivational territory. And I don't want to cause any more trouble with the public house, because, you know, we kind of need that thing. Bouts taking place in accordance with the Bare Knuckles bout law. Okay. We might have injuries incoming. Get the medical tents ready. Toxic gas concentration will fall tomorrow. I wonder if there's anything I can do to lower that. I mean, I have this ventilation plant running. I thought it would be enough. But it doesn't really seem to help with the overall level here. I guess maybe it just helps them manage it. Oh, wait a minute. Build 2 security outposts. I have 2 of them. I have one here. Overseer Station. Overseer Station. Are those not the... Oh, no. Wait a minute. Oh, my gosh. I built the wrong thing. Okay. This was not meant to be an Overseer Station. This was meant to be a security outpost. So that's a problem. Look at that. Discontent goes down as soon as I destroy the Overseer Station. They haven't even taken it apart yet. Nobody likes the Overseers. 3 graves. The dots turn out to be graves. The headstone read Lob, Prolof, and Bellow. Who were they? Why were they buried in such a remote place? We'll never know. Alright, we can go to the Trapper's Cabin or the railroad tracks. Let's go to the railroad tracks. See what we can find over that way. Now, we did take that route previously when I played the first time. But I want to try... There's a scenario we'll bump into down that way that I want to try a different way. Okay. So... Where? It's under people, I think. Nope. Labor. Security outpost. That's what I meant to build. So we're going to build the security outpost over here. Okay, when we get that built, we'll meet that objective. They gotta kind of hurry. We've only got like 8 hours left, so get to work, people. Okay. This gets staffed, and then we're good. Motivation rises. Not by a lot, but it's something. 7 hours, but we're really threading the needle on this central well thing again. Not liking that. Profiles manufacture. Well, we only need 6 profiles for this, so let's do that. I'm gonna lower. Oh, actually, let's raise this up to 4, but we're gonna cut the staff in half, just so we can put them into place here. This I'm not using any workers right now, so we're gonna set none. Max that out. Maybe we'll leave 5 of them in here. We can make some more Steam profiles. Or Steam exchangers, rather. Apparently we can only queue up 2 at a time. So we'll get them working on that. This, at least now, is maxed out, so hopefully we'll start to play catch-up now, since we're running high efficiency. I have no staff in here, so we're not getting any wood. But we do have some coming in by ship, so that's something. I don't have any metal coming in. I'm gonna have to change this over. Really sucks because it hurts the shipments coming in, but I'm gonna need it. Work safety, rumbles of the deep, sir. People working the deepest part of the shaft report rumbling sounds. The slight tremors coming from below. They complain of getting dizzy from toxic fumes coming through the cracks. Might be forced to evacuate them quickly in case of emergency. To do this, we'll need safety equipment for both the resources. Both the rescuers and the shaft crew. We'll also protect workers from fumes, improving workplace safety. Shall we start making it? I need 5 Steam exchangers to make it. Remind me when we have enough resources. Alright, that's going to be important. So let's... I've got a lot of resources here right now for coal. Let's take all these off of here. We'll put them to work on Steam exchangers. I'm going to need to get up to 5 Steam exchangers before this is going to work. We finished our resource depot upgrade, so that's good. But I'm really low on iron right now, so I can't really start something else. Foragers reach the railroad tracks. Railroad tracks run from one horizon to the other is enormous. The rails are almost knee-high and run on very wide sleepers. Okay, so storehouse or the train station. Let's go to the train station. This is the scenario over here that I saw before. I want to try differently. Let's see if we get a different outcome being truthful. We're about to find out whether lies or truth are better. Security outpost. Stolen chemicals. Sir, a large amount of benzol, a flammable solvent, was stolen from the stores. Overseers want to look for it in the workers' quarters. Maybe someone took it to keep warm at night? I sure hope so. The head overseer looks worried. But benzol is commonly used to fashion fire bombs. I'll sleep easier if we find it. Do we have permission to search the quarters? Strike raise. Likelihood of strike was going to rise, but we got to do it. I don't want to risk a firebomb. That could set me way back. Damn it, you have no right. You can't treat us like criminals. Sure I can. This is basically like a forced labor camp. I mean, come on. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Get them out now. We have to rescue them. I didn't get the rescue stuff set up because I didn't have the resources. People are trapped by the source. They'll die. Oh, that is so bad. Seal off the source. The generator won't be able to power more than a few heat zones. Workers will evacuate safely, but the construction will stop for 6 hours. Leave the source open. Generator will have nominal power. All workers underground will die. Discontent will rise greatly. Strike risk will rise greatly. I need that safety equipment. I was so close. Well, yeah, not really. I guess I needed a couple more. Leave the source open. 15 dead people. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a kick in the pants. We're gonna need a sermon tonight, I think. Let's get that taken care of. So much money, 30% productivity increase. This site's functioning, but why can't I queue anything up here? Oh, I just don't have enough steel, I think. That really hurts. They're about to go on strike over here. Safety procedures are off. Let's turn those on. Maybe they won't strike if work conditions are a little more safe. I mean, I think that was just sort of a planned event. I don't think you can avoid it with safety stuff. Aside from the fact that if I'd had rescue equipment available, it would have given me another option to take care of things. Oh, that's a kick in the pants. Transports arrived. That gives us 33 more people. Let's go over here. We're gonna set this for hearty meals. Trying to help with our motivation since we took a pretty big hit off of that. Hopefully we can offset it a bit. It's a small railway station what looks ridiculous beside the enormously wide tracks. With huge rails that stretch north from here. What kind of gigantic train runs on them? Train station. Oh really? We find an old French station master who tells us that all Crève Neige departures are on hold until further notice. Asked what a Crève Neige is. He laughs like we told him a good joke. The Snowpiercer. Maybe we were misunderstood. French is not our strength after all. But we feel like someone was messing with us. Icy Plateau or Crève Neige. It's not funny. Let's go to the Crève Neige. We'll see what we get over here. That wasn't exactly the scenario I was expecting. Alright, we have our workers back. They're about to go on strike, so let's... Discontent rises because I put people to work there. Come on, people. Cut me at least a little bit of slack. Try it over here. We need to get some more of these made. Oh, actually, we have six of them available now. Let's keep another 6. Try to keep supplying those as much as possible. High chance of going strike. So it said before they were about to go on strike, but now there's only a high chance. I guess maybe because I turned on the safety procedures? If that's the case, I'm feeling good about that at least. Okay, we have the chance to pass into the law. Let's try to help sort out problems here. If we go to internal promotion, well, it raises motivation, but it doesn't necessarily... doesn't help with discontent. Short shifts raises safety, workplace safety by 1 and raises motivation. Dispensary. I'm not really having I'm not really having bad problems with health right now. Strike busting. Oh my gosh. New ability, strike busting. Ends the strike immediately if there's a security outpost in range. Each use raises discontent. People will be hurt. Class segregation. Oh, this all just sounds fabulous. Our best employees deserve the best accommodations. We'll provide engineers with special, separate living quarters. You have to build engineers' lodgings for all engineers. Engineers will have higher motivation. Penal colony. New building, penal colony. Houses convicts. New social class, convicts. Available on telegraph station. Convicts provide cheap labor. Work only when supervised by a company guard. Oh my gosh, we could put prisoners to work for us. I kind of already felt like this was a little bit like a penal colony to begin with, but whatever. Let's sign the internal promotion into law to help. Wow, that was a good boost on motivation. Okay, good. We are currently 14 hours ahead of schedule on the on building the tower pumps, even though I messed up and lost a whole bunch of workers. So hashtag winning. I know the strikes might be an issue though. We're really threading the needle on the strikes right now. Dangerous working conditions. This is harmful. Harmful. That one's not bad. Okay, I mean, working conditions aren't really that bad. I say that knowing that I'm not going to have to work on them myself. Steam cores and steel composites are available here. Crepnage, what a waste. The engine is unbelievably huge. Like a beached ship. It's overturned when the ground gave way under its massive weight and the tracks buckled. There's an inscription on its main boiler, Crepnage number 12. Surely the French have a taste for dimensions. Pity the land has let them down. Now we can only salvage the resources from this magnificent machine. Let's take those resources. I was expecting something to open up past this, but not so much. Storehouse or icy plateau. Let's check out the icy plateau. Presence of armed overseers raises the efficiency and lowers discontent in nearby workplaces. I wonder if I can lower discontent just by boosting security over here. No, I want to keep that up because I can't afford to risk safety there. I really should get a third one going here. If I can get more engineers in place. I was going to promote internally, but no, I don't have enough. Let's bring in some more. I'm gonna bring another 16 workers in. A never-ending supply of workers needed for this. I still haven't even staffed up my other fishing shack. I've got it ready there. We're just not using it yet. Another event. Security outpost. Arson plot. Sir, the head overseer is here to report the discovery of an arson plot. My people found bottles of benzol hidden in workers' quarters. We arrested the suspects who confessed to plotting an assault on overseers. However, we don't have a secure place to lock them up. What do you want to do? Release them. Yes, that seems reasonable. Kill them. 5 workers will die. Discontent will rise greatly. We'll build a prison. We'll have 2 days to pass penal colony. And build, all right, let's put them in prison. I wasn't really expecting to do that, but at least they didn't set stuff on fire on me, because that would have been probably worse, I'm thinking. Let's build a couple more of these. I'm going to get those safety materials ready. Icy plateau. The rails are covered with ice, sometimes disappearing under it. We follow them until they're no longer visible. After the tracks disappeared in the ice, we followed its general direction for a couple of miles, seeing nothing on the horizon, then backtracked and fanned out, trying to find the place where the track came back up. Seems that it is not. Where did the tracks lead? We might never know. Alright, well that's it for searching over there. I guess we can send them over here to this storehouse. Prostitutes checked. It's good to know that we're still checking the prostitutes. Alright, so this will get me the 5 of these steam exchangers I need for that safety issue. I don't know whether it's going to be coming into play or not now. We're 2 days ahead of schedule now on building the foundations. We're very close to having the pumps finished. I need that penal colony law, but I can't do that until I can pass another law, which will be very soon. What's about now? About's taking place. Someone was injured during a bout. That's okay. We have plenty of medical tents available. So they're fine that way, I think. Oh, we can pass another law. Book of Laws in Labor. Penal colony it is. This is such a weird law to sign, but bring it on. Motivation rises because of the penal colony. That's so weird. Why would that motivate people? I don't even know. That's going to take 40 steel and 25 wood to build. That's kind of a lot. Penal colony, leasing convicts. With proper infrastructure to house the convicts in place, we can now request them to be shipped from the homeland and put them to work. Convicts are cheaper to maintain than workers, and for obvious reasons, much less prone to striking. Okay. I feel like they're going to be a bigger problem, though. I'm probably still going to get some because, frankly, we need all the cheap labor we can get. But that's, I don't know, that one seems a little risky. These guys are about to go on strike again. We can put in some protected structures that will lower the risk, and then that will lower our strike risk also, which is good. Yeah, I guess that's all I can do at the moment. Foragers have reached the storehouse. What have we got? Steam cores. More of them. Store is filled with crates used to transport steam cores. Dozens of them. Enough to power an entire fleet of dreadnoughts. Most of the crates are empty. Of course they are. Steam cores, s'il vous plaît. The sign over the entrance says Ministre de la Marine et des Colonies. Entrepôt numéro 4. It's not surprising that other nations also seek refuge in the north. The scale of this operation is astonishing. An ancient storekeeper opens a big ledger at our site. The old man apparently looks at us, took us for French engineers. Bonjour, monsieur, voici vos noyaux de vapeur. Veuillez signer ici et ici. Ça devrait être suffisant pour réparer la crêpe-neige. He seems to offer us a shipment of steam cores, but what the heck's a crêpe-neige? Alright, nod and pass the papers. Explain the misunderstanding. You won't get any steam cores. We're gonna get stuff if I lie. If I just sign the papers, I can get stuff. I won't get any steam cores if I explain it. I don't know, do we be honest or do we lie? I mean, you know what, let's just go ahead and lie. Busted! Oh no. Just as we were about to leave the storehouse with the steam cores, a group of workers confronted us, saying something in angrily sounding French. We'll report later. Contact lost. No! I lost them! Oh, okay, apparently in that case lying wasn't such a good idea. Come on, it's the end of the world. Who's not gonna lie? Well, so much for that party. That's not good. What a way to lose workers. Not really what I had planned. Okay, do we have enough to... No, we don't have enough steel to build a penal colony yet. Heart of the generator. With foundations in place, it's time to build the fiery heart of the generator called a core. You have to be enclosed within 2 support frames, which will also hold up the external parts of the generator. Alright, so we have more stuff to build to progress with our generator, but I'm going to call it for now. Thanks everyone for checking out the video. So far, we haven't been fired, and we're not dead, so, you know, both things are probably a good thing. We'll definitely be back to play some more, and hopefully we can get a win on this Frostpunk colony. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.